So this is our K9 cub rack for the double cab Tacoma. And it's been on the roof of our Tacoma for some time now. And what we would like to do is to be able to add a bunch of accessories. If you see up here on the top, it has 3 cross braces right there set up. And you see the side here, there's all the holes for more cross braces if you want to do it. Well, what our goal is here is to show you how easy it would be to add a few things to the top of this rack that make sense. If you're just gonna put a rooftop tent on it, boy, this is just fine. You could use a couple of these load bars, mount a tent on there, and that's just fine. But if you wanted to put things like, fuel can holders or a water tank or an awning mount or max tracks or other things, well, what do? We're gonna show you how to do that right here. So what we have here are some extra K9 cub slats. These are sold separately and are easy enough to mount onto your K9 rack. You notice right here we've got the mounting hardware for each side, and in each one of these we have a T-slot for an 8mm bolt. And right down here in the center you'll notice that we have an ingress for those 8mm bolts, so you don't have to take the ends off to slide bolts in here to tie down your product. We're going to start with 2 and see where that takes us, and if we need more, well, we'll just get more. So what we did here is we added those 2 cross braces that we were talking about, this one right here and this one right here, and we just spaced them out evenly in there. And you can tell it fills in that rack system a little bit better. It's an easy thing to do. It's only a matter of putting 2 screws on each side of the unit, and it holds it right in place. This is great if you're looking to just fill in that area. Shoot, if you wanted to, you could fill in the whole thing and make it a solid deck, but that would be pretty spendy to do. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust these around a little bit so that it makes more sense for what we're trying to accomplish. Like on the back 2, that one there and this one here, we're going to adjust those so that we can put on a set of fuel cans and a water can holder. And then up on the front area, right up in here, we're going to adjust them around for setting up some max tracks and other items. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, so let's take a look at what we ended up with on our K9 cub rack for our double cab Tacoma. We ended up using a total of 4 extra slats here, added 4 more to the 3 that came with it. We took the front one here and we moved it back a little bit and put it in this location and added one, which allowed us to put the max tracks mounts and max tracks in their location. We opted to go with a 56-liter alu box, which runs the full width of the rack system, and mounted that here and here on 2 more of the slats. Bolted it straight through the case itself on the inside with some 8mm bolts and added a little bit of a spacer in there. I think that turned out really well. And then back here, you see that we have a dual jerry can mount mounted down there in typical fashion to the slat there and a slat in the back. And we added a slat underneath for support for weight distribution appropriately. And on the other side there, we have a water can, and we added something on the other side. I want to take you around and show you what we did here. Right back here, we added a hose and spout and mounted that up here. It's lockable. It's got the little hatch that goes over with the hole. It's lockable here, mounted with an accessory adapter here. We're going to be running that through the eyelet there. We were able to also mount on here one of our spoiler awnings, a Series 2000 1.5 meter awnings on a really stout set of mounts. These are the mounts that we use for our Manta and Bat awnings and 270 awnings on load bars. So it makes it incredibly strong. That awning is not going to go anywhere at all on there. I think it turned out quite nice. The distribution of product across there fits it well. It's all secure. We have them locked in place, and the whole system turned out pretty darn good. If you're interested, take a look at the cub rack on our website at equipt1.com. If you have any questions, please let us know. I sure appreciate you taking the time. Thanks.